Hi, I'm Susan. Today I'm going to be making a wreath, and I'm going to use this canvas I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it with this apple barrel paint in award blue, and I'm painting the top and the sides. I love apple barrel paint. It's part of the plaid family, and I'm a plaid ambassador, and I highly recommend it. Now I'm going to take this square wreath that I have, and I wasn't sure how to put my pipe cleaners on to hold my mesh, because where the round wreaths have 4 of the little wires going across, this one only had 3. So I was going to start off with the top 2 and see if that'd be thick enough, but it wasn't. So I just put one on each section, and I attach it with my mesh, this gold mesh I got thrifting, with the pipe cleaner, and the first one I also used a zip tie, and I just go around making 10-inch bubbles with the mesh. I just measure it out 10 inches and then just poof it up so that I get that poof around my wreath. Once I meet where I started, I go ahead and tie it off, and then I also tie it off with another zip tie, and I go ahead and cut that off. I didn't have enough gold to go around the second time, so I have some pretty red mesh that I also got thrifted, and I use it to go around the bottom part. So now I'm going to put pipe cleaners on the bottom 2 of the wires to hold it for the red mesh. Now I just start with my red mesh, and I do it exactly the same way that I did the gold. Now I finish off the red in the same way that I did the gold before, and I also do a zip tie on this one, and I cut it off. Now I just start poofing out all of the little bubbles and make it look full and pretty. This is my favorite challenge of the month, and it's the Sunday Funday challenge, where we get to make whatever we want to make. And of course today I chose to make a wreath, but we could do hauls, we could do thrifting, anything that we want to do, make anything that we want to make. And it is hosted by Janny and Dyanne of Deco and Trish of K of Crafting Cousins. And these ladies are the sweetest ladies. I love all 4 of them. They are such encouragers, and they are so talented. I'll have their channels listed in the description box down below, as well as the playlist. Please check them out and see what everyone has made. You will not be disappointed. Now I am fixing to cut out my ribbon. And usually I have a trick for cutting out my ribbon, but it didn't work. This ribbon's very silky and it just would not grip. So I'm having to cut it by hand, 12 inches. And I just didn't have enough of any two colors, so I just kind of stuck with white and gold and then red and white. And I just found different ribbons and just pieced it together to use on my wreath. And I have some of this ribbon I've had for years, and some of this ribbon I have left over from last year. And I think it's all beautiful and it works well together. Now this is the trick that I was talking about. You take your ruler and you just wind it around it until you get as many strips as you need, or as many as you can get. And then you just cut each end. And now I dovetail the ends of my strips by folding them in half with the pretty side on the inside, and then folding them again and cutting from the center to the corner. And then just you end up with the same kind of end on both sides of your ribbon. Now I just take two ribbons, one of the reds and one of the whites or gold, and I just kind of cross them over and then just hook them on with those chenille stems. And I just go around my wreath alternating so I don't end up with a bunch of the same color in the same spot. I am amazed at how these ribbons just bring something to your wreath. It just adds something to it. Now that my canvas is dry, I'm going to add this decal that I made with my Cricut. The picture came from Cricut Design Space, an image that they already had, and then I just wrote in the saying at the top. I love this saying. It's one of my favorite sayings at Christmas. I even used to have a sweatshirt that had this on it. And I just add this to my canvas and make sure it's down. And the font I chose had very thin lines for like the E's and stuff, and so I just kind of touched up just a little bit where I needed to so that it shows what it said. It didn't look like a C instead of an E. And now I'm going to hot glue my sign to the inside of my wreath. And I put it in there, tuck it in there really well, and I just hot glue the wire to the back of the canvas. And here's how it turned out. I think it's beautiful. I love this saying. If anything, I wished I had some blue ribbon or blue mesh, but I still think this is beautiful. It speaks to my soul. And we'll soon be coming down to the last of the Christmas in July. I hope you've enjoyed my videos here the last few weeks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video especially. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you hadn't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Be sure and check out Deco Easy, Crafty Cousins, and the playlist. And until next time, bye y'all.